Yeah, busy night for police, and this is just the first weekend of summer as it started on Saturday morning. 30 shots fired at 4 different locations all across Philadelphia. Let's take you to that first one. It's kind of the most alarming of these. A husband and wife shot. The husband gets into some kind of physical fight. A man pulls out a gun, fires off 6 shots at that couple. The husband hit in the stomach and legs, unresponsive on scene. His wife hit in the neck, the chest, the back. The couple's adult children were witnesses to this, and so were other family members. Both victims taken to Presbyterian in critical condition. Not far from there in West Philadelphia, about an hour later, a 33-year-old man shot in the head. Another disturbance or altercation, according to people on scene. Police did find 6 shell casings, a gun, and blood at that scene. But it all started in North Philadelphia around 11:30 last night on 10th and Clearfield. Police tell us there was a large gathering, both teens and adults, when shots rang out. A 27-year-old hit in the stomach, rushed to Temple. A 22-year-old arrived there a little later with shots to the leg and back.
Based on ballistic evidence, we know at least 9 shots were fired from a semi-automatic weapon. We found 9 spent shell casings to the entrance, near the entrance of the parking lot. The victim was found probably about 75 feet away, laying in the parking lot by one of the businesses. The wall of that business was struck at least 2 times by gunfire.
All right, that's not exactly the sound for that, what we were talking about, but that was in reference to a 2 a.m. shooting. A man hit in the neck and upper torso 4 times, taken to Temple University. He was discovered lying in that parking lot 75 feet away from the entrance where the shell casings were spotted. But in that previous shooting, Inspector Small tells us that 27-year-old seemed to be the victim, the intended target of the gunfire, because of how close the shell casings were to his body. Police do tell us that businesses around the areas where these shootings happen seem to have some surveillance cameras. They're going to try to get their hands on that video for evidence into all of these investigations, Thomas.
Yeah, the surveillance cameras, they certainly do make a difference. Lauren Johnson, thank you for clarifying that. It is 5:34.
Serving some sunshine with your sunny side eggs out here in the parking lot. You know, we have to do things different with Corona sticking around. We're going to talk to the people here at the Melrose Diner coming up. Hello, Mike. Hello, Alex. Before I talk to Gus, Mike,
yes,
someone wants to say hi to you and maybe ask you on a date.
Oh,
Tammy!
hi, Mike.
Hello.
We love you.
Thank you.
I'm waiting. 3 o'clock, I get off, okay? Sue, I love you too. You're breaking barriers for us.
There you go.
Alex, you stay charming.
Oh, okay. Miss Tammy's going to go back inside and work. Gus, how are you?
Good. Good morning. Thanks
I'll
for coming.
be there.
Thomas, when you work this shift, it's really hard when you're trying to sleep and you hear these loud explosions happening. But it seems to be the soundtrack of 2020. Explosions, gunshots, fireworks. It's hard to make out which noise is which, but we're hearing them not just here in the city, but also in the burbs. And really, it's an issue that's happening all over the nation. So let's show you video from a local fireworks store. Apparently, sales are up and things are not going to get quiet anytime soon. We went inside Phantom Fireworks in Upland. They tell us it's been a year of record sales, and it is only mid-June. People rolling out their cars or filling up their cars actually and fully stocked, ready for fun. The trunk completely packed, and then people overflowing the back seat. Sales have skyrocketed, and so have the calls for complaints. In Philadelphia, during a recent 3-week period that includes part of the month of June, there were 947 calls to police about fireworks. So the big question is, why now?
People are just wanting to celebrate, and then there's more people off than usually during this time of the year because of the situation.
The sun goes down, the fireworks start.
You get loud ones, you get louder ones, and the quiet ones. Different noises.
So with a lot of the professional shows canceled due to COVID, a lot of people are just taking matters into their own hands. Of course, safety is a priority here, and that's a concern for a lot of people who've been going online, sharing their frustrations. The hashtag Philly Explosion was really big just a few weeks ago. That might make a comeback soon, but a lot of the online neighborhood groups are complaining about this and talking about it, trying to find out more about these noises. In fact, in Fallcroft, we're hearing that this is going to be on the agenda, an agenda item for them to discuss. Maybe there's going to be some penalties in place. We don't know just yet, but it's a problem that doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Karen and Thomas. Hey there, Thomas. Good morning to you. So yeah, neighbors might not be the only people who are upset by this. Police could also be sort of annoyed by the complaint calls that are coming in, but it's not just here in the city. This is something that's happening in the burbs as well as all over the country. People are setting off fireworks, causing loud noises all night, but that's not stopping people from heading to these stores, actually flooding the stores and clearing off the shelves. Phantom Fireworks has 80 locations across the country. Right now in Upland, there's a buy one, get one free sale that keeps people calling and coming in for more and more. So much, it's hard to keep the shelves stocked. People seem to be home and bored, needing some excitement in their lives, and this seems to be doing the trick. So what are the hottest items in stock? Here's the top 5.
Wind up right here. Wind up's a big one. Crown Brocade. Pounding Barrage. And these are manager favorites every year. Pyrotechnic Mother Load and Bombulation.
Since the end of May, Philly police have answered nearly 1,000 calls about fireworks in our city. There is a direct correlation between calls and sales. Both have gone up significantly since the pandemic started. James Joseph, the manager at that location that you just heard from, offering some helpful hints to play it safe if you choose to use the fireworks. He says you need to stay at least 150 feet away from any buildings nearby and always have a bucket of water on hand in case things go wrong. Of course, these sales are going to continue, Thomas and Karen, until maybe 4th of July. Could be after that, since we've been hearing them for so long, and we don't know when the end is in sight for these loud noises at night. Hey, Mike, you know how people used to say, hey, there's something on your face?
Yes.
Sergio just said, you got something on your mask. It's the new thing, right? Everyone has to wear them, and there's a new initiative going around Philadelphia to mask up. We're going to talk to someone behind this promotion coming up.
Cool,
soon.
a Philadelphia mask.
Yes, that's right. So they're about to leave out. Here's some of the ambassadors.
There they
Shout
are.
out to
Oh,
the
nice.
ambassadors. Woohoo! Yeah, so you can't miss them, Mike and Alex. They have on the bright vest. Here's the deal. I was just asking, I'm like, are you guys volunteers? No, Lauren. We are redeployed since the rec centers are closed. So they're the rec center leaders that are out in the community trying to help Philadelphia mask up. See this? Thousands of these are going to be handed out. So they've packed up their little kits. It's a little card here. It shows you what you need to know. They all have gloves. They've got masks. And they've got really cute book bags. So we're going to let you guys go. I know you have some good and important work to do. So thank you so much for modeling for us. And you're going to go do your work. Catherine, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having us. Tell me about the important work that the ambassadors are doing.
Yeah, so this is great. A great program that we modeled after New York City social distance ambassador work. And this is really just a way to engage and educate Philadelphians who are out recreating about the importance of keeping distant from each other. So we have our ambassadors out there handing out masks, handing out information about the importance of social distancing, and just helping to spread the word. This is not about enforcement. This is just about educating and engaging, a friendly face on the trail or in the park, reminding people that we're still in a pandemic. You know, we are still need to keep distant from each other, but we want people to be out in the parks. We want them to be out, but we want them to be safe as well.
Talk about the importance of ambassador versus policing, maybe, and that enforcement piece that you spoke to.
Yeah, the ambassador really is just a friendly face. You know, it's someone who's going to chat with you, you know, ask you if you'd like a mask, ask you if you need more information about the pandemic, and really just, you know, again, just educating people about the importance of keeping distant from each other.
We're also trying to master the mask. I see your glasses.
I know. I said I could not figure this out, but I know.
It's a hard thing.
Blind. It's all right.
Where did the idea come from?
New York City. So, I mean, New York City, Miami, there's lots of other cities around the country who are doing this, Seattle. And in talking to other directors, other commissioners in other park systems, you know, they said how well this was working. It's also, you know, the health department is thrilled that we're doing this because they really want to stem the spread of the virus. So this is a great way to get people out there, reminding people of the importance of keeping distant. And, you know, these are redeployed rec leaders. So our rec centers aren't open right now.
But they will be soon.
They will be very soon, but our rec centers aren't open. These are our assistant rec leaders that, you know, want to keep working. They want to keep getting paid. So we're offering them this opportunity. They're also working at the food warehouse, packing some of the food boxes that we're giving away to folks through the city. But this is just another opportunity for folks to get their hours and to be out in the fresh air. And so they've really enjoyed it so far, and we're thrilled to be able to provide the service.
Commissioner, thank you. I know you were stuck in traffic, so thank you for making it here on time for us. So Mike and Alex, they decided on Kelly Drive because of how populated it is here. You know how many people you see, and social distancing becomes tough. So that's where this location was chosen. But I have to tell you, anyone who comes in contact with the public, emergency personnel, police, the EMT, are all outfitted with these. So we're going to try to spread as many of these around Philadelphia as we can to give people an option to wear a mask.
You
okay?
Jeez. All right.
My poll fell.
Oh, okay.
And be kind to people.
Reporting in 2020. That's
yes.
how it goes.
Yes.
I know.
Be
you got to have
kind.
all these different, like, it's hard. It's hard work.
Yeah.
Because we have seen some videos where people weren't very receptive to being told to wear a mask.
Mind your business.
Hey, Karen, this is one of those stories where they're trying to connect the dots, but we are here at the Haverford Township Police Department because this is sort of where it all started. About a month ago, a family came in to report their loved one missing, 25-year-old Sabrina Du Bois. Let's show you a picture of her. She's 5'6". She's 135 pounds. Family member says she has 3 identifiable tattoos. So police had been searching for her. And then last night, a tip came into Haverford Township. Authorities here called Philadelphia police. Officers from the 14th District were sent to the 5700 block of Musgrave Street in the city's East Germantown section. On scene, they find a green trash bag with a body wrapped up inside, dumped in a vacant lot right underneath a train trestle.
Our medical examiner from here in Philadelphia was also on location, and they were able to determine that it was a decomposed body, the remains of a decomposed body in this bag, because the body had been, the person had been reported missing about a month ago, and we believe that this body was placed in this vacant lot about 3 weeks ago.
So you could hear Chief Inspector Scott Small sort of hedge because police have not identified positively that body yet, and there is no exact cause of death just yet. Police say if, though, this is the 25-year-old, they believe she was killed in Upper Darby and later dumped in Philadelphia. Now, the family of this young woman has to wait and find out if this is their loved one. Again, you heard the medical examiner was on scene yesterday, so police expected to release that information at some point today. Karen and Thomas. So, yeah, a lot of things are changing. One thing that's changing for sure is you have to wear a mask if you come inside. So that's the first thing. The other thing, you can't tour the house just yet. July 3rd is the date on that. Kim Andrews joining us this morning to talk more about it. Good morning.
Good morning. We have a beautiful day here.
Oh, my God, it's gorgeous. Kim, so you guys normally open in March. Unfortunately, it was right in the middle of a pandemic.
Yes, so we've been waiting all this time. We actually took the time while we were closed to do some extra projects around the garden.
Good.
One of which is still just finishing up, so people who come and visit get to see the beautiful garden and can hear about the Capitol project that's going on too.
Tell me about the Capitol project. I know I kept telling Sergio, don't show this, but we can show people who might come visit and see
it.
It's a little construction happening here.
Yes, and our 1957 plan, Schafuso was built in 1957 here in Philadelphia. There was originally a Pebble Beach plan that was never actually implemented or built, and we rediscovered this plan in our archives and are in the process of creating it for the first time ever. So it'll really do what the architect intended. So it's a feature like from Kyoto, Japan.
I love it. So that's why the pond here looks a little low.
Yes.
Because you're working on that project. Another thing, 60% of your revenue kind of fell through the cracks because of Corona.
Yeah, no Cherry Blossom Festival. Our spring is our bread and butter here. But the thing I always like to say is that a Japanese garden is beautiful in every season.
It's true.
So now that we're open again, finally, we're so excited to welcome Philadelphians back. This is a real slice of serenity in Philadelphia, and I really want to encourage people to come in and enjoy this like quiet moment after such a difficult bunch of months we've had.
Oh my gosh, God knows we need it. It's a really rough time in our world right now. Sergio, native Philadelphian, our photographer, was like, where are we? Yeah. So this is obviously a best kept secret in Philadelphia. Tell people who are at home who've never been here what this place is.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're the 3rd ranked Japanese garden in North America. It's been here since 1957, but we're at the site of the first Japanese garden from 1876. So there's been a continuous Japanese presence here since then. So, you know, much as we think of Philadelphia as being kind of parochial and becoming more of a global city in recent years, there's elements of that have been here since 1876 when there's been Japanese presence here all this time. So if people haven't seen it, it is, you come here, you don't accept every once in a while you hear a West Philly siren, you forget you're in Philadelphia.
It's so cool. Alex just mentioned, she's like, Lauren, the tea, can we still have tea in the garden? And I know it's tucked over in the corner around there. What's the deal with that?
Well, our tea house is there, and we have a beautiful new tea garden that was installed last year, but we're not able to offer tea demonstrations now because of coronavirus.
Aww.
And that's an order that came to our tea school from Kyoto, so we can't override that.
Gotcha. So from Japan to New York to Philadelphia, this is just, it is honestly like a slice of heaven.
Yeah.
So July 3rd, the house opens back up.
Correct.
Okay, so people can still come and enjoy the outdoor space, but if you want to get both, you should wait till after then.
Right, but people can come and sit and just enjoy the quiet, and there's birds flying back and forth. It is just, I'm so fortunate to work here, and I'm so happy that we can keep this place for Philadelphia.
I know, and let's talk about keeping it. How can people help keep upkeep and, the money that you guys lost? What's the website? Where do people go?
Well, our website is japanphilly.org,
Okay.
and people, if anybody who's interested in donating and helping us get through the year, that's great. But you can also just come, and we have a gift shop. We, when the pond's a little more full, we have koi food that you can purchase. So any way that we could be supported is fantastic. But we're here to also support Philadelphia.
I love it. Kim, thank you for your time. I absolutely love your mask, by the way. So Alex, come and enjoy the view, but no tea.